Wow, this is a great day to do a foundation review. I'm not saying that sarcastically. What is this? Is this another allergic reaction? Hello everybody, welcome back to my YouTube channel, or if it is your very first time here, hi, my name is Missa. Sorry about the noise. I'm starting off, I've only got my top eyeshadow and brows on because I want to start from bare skin so you don't see what it looks like at the very beginning. So yeah, we are going to be talking about the new Makeup Revolution Conceal and Hydrate line. So I have the foundation, which retails at £9, the concealer, which retails at £7, and the matching powder that retails at, please shut up, £8. So Makeup Revolution really kindly sent these to me. They sent me a few foundations and concealers. I also bought a foundation and concealer but sent them straight to my friend because I realised didn't need them. And also the powders, which was, yeah, really nice of you, so thank you so much. But this video is in no way sponsored, and like I said, I bought the product and I would have been doing this video today anyway. They officially launch on the 14th, I don't know, I'll correct myself on the screen, but it's already on Superdrug and the powder is on Makeup Revolution. So yeah, you'll need to go to two separate places right now if you want all of them, but in a few days they'll all be on both websites, I imagine. So because I always forget to say this, I have very, very, very normal, super normal skin. Like my skin never gives me any issues, 99% of the time, no issues. It would err more to the side of dry, but it is definitely super normal. I only get oily after about 10 to 12 hours of makeup wear. I can work 99% of foundations, powders, that kind of thing. The only problem I'm finding today, like you saw in the snippet at the front, is that I am having some kind of allergic reaction all down this side of my face. It's also on this side, but not as severely. And what I think it was yesterday I tried this Glam Glow Insta Mud for the very first time, and I think that has broken me out. But what better way to test if this is in fact medium to full coverage foundation than having a breakout, because usually my skin is really clear. I am really lucky. My biggest concern with my skin is honestly my white mustache. I always have, so that's a good thing for today's video. I also don't have my lights on as bright as my previous two videos because I want you to actually see my skin, and when my light is, let me put it up a bit, is that the right way? Yeah, when I put it up a bit I just do look a bit more perfected because the light's brighter. So by having it down just a pinch lower, I feel like you're going to actually be able to see my skin, but obviously I will zoom in, do close-ups. This intro's super long. I think we should just jump into it. So I did moisturise about 30 minutes ago. I used my Peter Thomas Roth Water Drench because it's one of my favourite moisturisers. It works under most bases that I use, but also it's completely sunk in by now. However, I am going to prime half of my face and see if that makes it any better wear-wise, or how it looks. One of my favourites is the classic Benefit Professional. I am going to though put this on the least worst part of my face, you know what I mean, this half, because this half does look a lot brighter than this half, just to kind of see, you know. I don't use a lot of primer. I actually use a very small amount, and I actually never prime, just so you know if you're new here, but I'm just doing it for the sake of seeing if it makes a difference. I mean, it should make a big difference. Why else are we spending almost £30 on a Benefit primer? Conspiracy theories with Melissa. I'll let that sink in for a few minutes. I'll go wet my sponge and wait for that noise to stop because it's gonna get worse, and then I'll come back. We'll finally try out this foundation. So we're getting a somewhat quiet period. I'm gonna use the shade F5. It's definitely too dark for me. I'll show you. My neck, it's deceiving. Anyway, one other thing I wanted to point out, this foundation only contains 23 mils, which is almost a third less than most standard foundations. They did this with the Conceal and Define as well, and I did kind of get on at them about that, but it has a pump. that interests you. I actually do like the doe foot on the other one, but that's fine. And then this Conceal and Hydrate. I'm gonna keep saying Conceal and Define just so you know. This is 13 grams, 13 mils, 13 grams, and this doesn't say super size on it. And the Revolution Conceal and Define is 13 grams in the super size. So I don't know if this is just going to be one size or if there's going to be a mini, but yeah, it doesn't say super size, 13 grams. So let's get on with it, I think. I'm just going to give it a shuggle. Always good to do. So I've got 2 pumps and I'm going to put it on my leg. Sorry. I think you can see on screen that this is too dark for me. I hope you can. I think I'm actually F4, but there we are. Right, let's cover up this. I was gonna put more on, I'm gonna try and stretch this out. Let's cover up this redness. Wow, that is literally almost invisible already. I will show you in a close-up. It says it's medium to full. I would say, yeah, it's pretty, so far, almost full coverage, because that was red, like, that was red. The chin. This is full coverage, by the way. It definitely has a bit of a sheen to it, but I'm not sure if it's like hugely different to the Conceal and Define, to be honest. Let me know if you want a video where I put half on one side of my face and half on the other and really kind of look at the differences and maybe the longevity. I could do it first thing in the morning if it's a weekend, because then these men aren't outside. Look! Holy crap, look how red and tired. I have total insomnia the past month. I think that's another reason I've not been filming as much. And that's like, almost don't need concealer on that side. Right, I'll just put it on the other side quickly and then I'll tell you, well, I'll show you up close and tell you if it applies differently over the primer, just because they're being super noisy outside. So this blends really well, really fast, really easy, no issues at all. I'm not noticing any difference between the left side of my face. Is this my left? Yes, between the left side of my face or the right side of my face. Like, the primer's made no difference. In fact, if anything, the prime side looks a bit more pory just here, although my forehead lines do look a little bit better, so appreciate that benefit. Yeah, this has gone on real well. I've got no issues. It's got a nice sheen to it, but again, not overly dewy. But what is overly dewy? I don't know. I don't know what I'm expecting from that, because I tend to go for more matte finishes, to be honest. It is creasing under my eyes. Everything creases under my eyes. If you're new around here, everything creases. And also, I have absolutely no need to go in with a second layer, because it's covered all of my discoloration entirely. Let me do my close-up to show you. And look at the actual texture. Coverage, like, there's no redness there. I would say 99%, 95 to 99% is gone of redness. No, there's still definitely texture. What can you do there? Look at it around my nose. Hopefully you can see kind of the pores. This is the primed side. It is dewy, actually. I think looking, because I'm now like looking really close in the viewfinder, I would say compared to most of my other foundations that I put on my face, I'm seeing a lot more dewiness, like, as I move around as well. Like, you can just see the sheen everywhere. The foundation is definitely too warm for me. Like, you can look at my hands and see that. I'd probably get away with, like I said, F4, which I do have, but after my last catastrophe using the Conceal and Define, you'll know why I used F5, but I think F4 or even F3 might have been better. F4 definitely, I think. So let's now move on to the concealer. This is, like I said, Conceal and Hydrate. It says Radiance Concealer with Hyaluronic and alright, I don't know how you say that word. This word, I thought they'd spelled acid wrong, but no. And it says, again, medium to full coverage. I'm expecting this to have a doe foot. Yeah, it does. I was gonna say, I wonder if it has a little pump. Anyway, let's try this. We'll do one eye at a time. I actually don't reach for this concealer as a concealer in my day-to-day life. I prefer it as either like an eyeshadow primer or like to cut my crease. I find that it just doesn't have enough coverage for me, but let's see what this is like. I can see the radiance underneath my eye, so it's definitely got a bit of radiance. Coverage wise, to be honest, the foundation kind of did it all. All I feel like it's done is highlight because it's a lighter color, but it's not like majorly covered more. Like, I don't think the two sides look that different. It looks a bit better, but not like heaps and heaps and heaps. Plus this side is like, let me use the other end of my sponge, super creased, which I think isn't helping. It does look better, but not like by yards, you know. I've got to say, I think my base looks just really nice. Really nice. It's not gathering weirdly around my nose. It's definitely creasing underneath my eyes, but if you know me again, you'll know that happens with every single concealer on planet Earth. Yeah, it's really nice. It will be interesting to see if it settles into like my smile lines and things like that, because I find the Conceal and Define does do that on me. So the last stop on our quest to getting sexy is the new, I'll show you the one in the box. No, that's the shade. Loose setting powder, talc free and no flashback. Remind me to do a flash test. Water resistant powder, conceal and fix. There is a huge amount of shades in this powder. I got sent 4. I got sent translucent, light lavender, light pink and also light yellow. I sent light yellow to my friend. I'm gonna use light pink because I've got one other like pink powder and I absolutely adore it on my skin, like especially underneath my eyes. And then I think I'll use translucent to really lightly set the rest of my face. So I'll show you on this brand new one because it won't have the seal off it. So you can unscrew it to get the seal off because it's got a wee R. Can you see that? I don't know if you'll be able to see that. It's got a lid with a mirror, and in this you get, it says it on the box, doesn't it? 13 grams of powder, so that's not terrible. It's not the most I've got, it's not the least I've got, it's kind of somewhere in the middle. And I'm just gonna bake my under eye really lightly. I will say it is quite messy. I know I just shook it around, but powder does come out the edges even when you haven't shooketh it around. Okay, so the last Revolution powder I used, this one, I hated with all of my might. However, I did kind of use it a little bit wrong, but I did hate it. So I'm hoping that I like this one. So this is light pink. I'm only going to bake lightly. I don't want to put a heap of powder on. I'm not going to put on any more than that. Oh, this has hyaluronic acid in it as well, by the way, if I forgot to say. I think I didn't. Probably did. I'm a bit concerned, but we'll carry on. I'm actually just going to use that same powder all over the rest of my face and just really lightly dust it on with my big fluffy brush. It's not oxidizing my base, which is good. Right, let me now take this off from underneath my eyes because I think it might be a little bit drying under there. Yep. Oh my goodness. I look like I have scales underneath my eyes, genuinely. No. The rest of my skin looks literally fine because it's actually still really, really tacky to the touch. So it's like I've not put that much on, but underneath my eyes, hopefully I can catch this on camera for you. Do you see like all the texture where I mostly like sponged it on? It's on both sides, all just like round here. Here, maybe you can best see it, just here. I don't understand. I used to love Makeup Revolution powders. I don't know if like with the addition of hyaluronic acid, because that last one that I didn't like had hyaluronic acid in it too. My skin's just like, no, we don't like this kind of powder or what it is. I'm not adding heaps on, by the way. I like have this thing where if I'm talking about something, I'll just continually like blend my foundation in or pat whatever brush I've got. Hand down. It's just like where there was no texture before, there's now texture. Like this texture I completely forgive because this was there prior, but this wasn't. And oh, honestly, I just feel like this powder is ruining things for me. My skin still does feel like tacky though. I hate having a tacky base. I absolutely hate the feeling. So I'm just gonna leave it. I'm gonna go away, throw on the rest of my makeup, including like eyes and all that jazz, and then we will come back and I'll show you my skin up close again, and then I'll give you my final thoughts. But just remember, as we go through this video, this is first of all my own opinions. I keep getting attacked for, it seems, having my own opinions on products recently. I think it's just the more people have seen my videos, the more people are like, no, you can't have an opinion unless it matches my opinion, or then your opinion's wrong. And secondly, I've now forgotten my second point. I now remember. It's just a first impression, so I will definitely use this foundation again, and I will use it again soon. And I'll keep updating as things go. So it's not just going to be the only time you ever see it on my channel. So yeah, again, just first impressions and my opinions. I will be back in about 4 hours. Okay, I'm back. All of my makeup is finished. My battery's just about to die. Great timing. I'll list everything, like all the makeup that I've got on, down below in the description box, along with the Revolution products. It's been a couple of hours since I've seen you. Like I said, I do fanny around in my own time, and yeah, it's now 6 o'clock. Let me change my battery because that'll just annoy me. So yeah, like I was saying, it's definitely been on for a couple of hours, and there's been some developments. Firstly, my makeup, when I went to put my bronzer on, that's the first product I put on after I do my whole base, and that really skipped badly over my not quite set skin, because like I said, I didn't use very much powder on my face, and I think I've kind of covered it up now by like all the like blush and highlight and stuff that I put on. But basically it skipped really badly in this area, so there was like, it lifted the foundation off in like little micro circles, obviously like where my pores are. I don't know if that's showing up. It didn't happen on the other side because I then just like patted my product in. However, that was really difficult with contour. How do you pat contour on? And the other development is this foundation is sitting in my smile lines already. Now obviously if I had powdered a lot more this wouldn't have happened, but I didn't want to heap on a lot of that powder because underneath my eyes it did look really scaly, and I don't know if it really showed up on camera quite as much, but certainly in person, like to me it was a little bit shocking how much it did make my under eye look just scaly, and it did look just as bad as the other powder that I talked about, which I don't like. Maybe it's the hyaluronic acid in the powder, like I said. So it's definitely, in my opinion, not quite wrinkle friendly. If I, well, you can already see it, but if I zoom in it darkens it up a bit. So yeah, just like where I like, you know, raise my eyebrows to put on my mascara and things like that, it's really sunk badly into those lines. Usually the only line I notice is this big one and this one, but these are all new, and even around here I can notice it in person. All these little micro ones, I'm only doing that so you know where they are. All these kind of little micro ones that I never really notice. Again, that could be because I haven't set this base very well, or it could be that this foundation just does sink in to those fine lines. And then the other area is my smile lines. Let me quickly do a flash test before I forget. Hold the phone. Yeah, I would say it doesn't flash back. That is not an issue for it. Gosh, my skin looks so bad. I'm not saying that's foundation. I'm looking, I take a photo from the side and I can see all my texture. Oh, in fact, I'm just zooming in. Let me get a screen grab. I'm gonna throw up a picture on screen and it's gonna show you all those little, like where my, where this makeup lifted off when I was applying other products. So I'd be like swirling my foundation brush around or my bronzer or whatever. You can see all those little dots in this photo, and also like, yeah, wow. I didn't even notice all these like lines down here just from like expression. My brother popped around for like half an hour, so we were chatting for ages. And like down here, you can see it in this photo, like where it's just sunk into these cracks that honestly I didn't even know that I had. Yes, like super close up, it's not looking hugely beautiful. Now I can forgive all the like skin texture on my face like that. I can forgive the foundation in that respect, because like taking my cheeks completely out of it, it has those sunk into my smile lines pretty badly and into my smile lines, and then all those little micro fine lines down there that honestly I've never seen before in my life, so this is quite a shock. First world shock, let's be honest, but you know what I mean. So yeah, that's a little shocking. However, again, I didn't set my face very well, so it could just be product skipping over the top. I think what I'll do is, this will be the next foundation I wear in my next video, and we'll use it again, but I will set it with my normal powders. So like I'll use my Laura Mercier under my eyes or my Coty, and then on the rest of my face I'll use a really nice pressed powder that I love, and we can see if that happens again. So remind me to follow up. I can't do makeup tomorrow, but hopefully I can put makeup on Saturday, so maybe Tuesday could be a second attempt at this. So my final thoughts upon first impression: the coverage is bomb. It is bomb. I didn't even need to think about a second layer, and I had a lot of redness like you saw. So that's incredible. I also didn't use that much product, which is good because you only get 23 mils in the bottle, which is a not so good thing. It was very easy to apply, blended easily, went on fast, although I'm a faffer. And it looks, I think from afar to you, I think it looks really beautiful on the skin. It is really lovely. It's just I mean, my forehead wrinkles are my forehead wrinkles. It's nothing to do with this foundation, but there are foundations that I do own that don't sit in my lines as badly as this one does, and certainly not as quickly. Like, I can get over the course of a day when you're, you know, talking a lot of people and things like that, you know, makeup will kind of build up in your smile lines, but in like 2 to 3 hours, it shouldn't be this bad. But I have also tested foundations that look worse on my smile lines, on my forehead lines. However, I never noticed these lines down here, so it could just be that this foundation does sit in your lines quite a lot. I can also notice the lines under my eyes. Like when I smile, like under there, they're quite pronounced as well. So you know I'm not lying. See all these little micro lines? I honestly never really see these, but they are quite pronounced underneath. Like, obviously I notice them here, but usually my foundation kind of hides it in this area, but it could be the powder picking it out, I'm not sure. So yeah, what I will say on first impression is it does have pros and it does have cons. So I'm not gonna say this isn't a good foundation. I do think it is. I'm 28. If you've got younger skin than me, it's probably gonna look insane on a really line-free canvas, but what I'm finding on first impression is that it is sinking into lines, and it's showing me lines that I didn't even know I had, which is a little bit, like I said, alarming. I can say with almost surety that I don't like this powder, but I will test it again on another day. But when it looked that bad under my eyes, it's something that I hate testing again on another day because I'm so worried that my makeup's just going to be completely ruined. But I will test all of these things again, and hopefully over 2 kind of wears I can get more of a feeling and give you my like definitive thoughts soon. But on this video I can't give you my yes, this is good and worth your money, or no, stay away from it, it ain't good, don't buy it. Do you know what I mean? Like, it's too 50-50 for me almost. But yeah, let me give you one more skin close-up and then I'll do my sign out, because I feel like I'm really bored. Well, I am bored with the sound of my own voice. Let me know your thoughts. Do you think I'm being a little bit too critical on it, on my skin, or do you think I'm being kind of rightly critical about it? Have you bought it? Are you gonna? Are you not gonna? Leave your comments down below. I love reading them and I do respond to every single one. If you did enjoy this video, it would really help me out if you would give it a massive thumbs up. It just pushes my videos to people that maybe haven't seen my face before. And why wouldn't you want more people seeing this face? Yeah, leave me a comment, do reply to them all, and subscribe, because it's just a polite thing to do in an impolite internet society, which I'm being reminded of daily. Did no one ever tell you, if you ain't got nothing nice to say, just don't say it at all? Do you know what I mean? Barring constructive criticism, just don't say it at all. I'd like to say a huge massive thank you to all of my Patreons. You guys are all awesome for being able to support me in a financial manner on my channel. Day I'm filming this is actually the night before my PIP meeting, or PIP meeting, which is for disability living allowance, I guess, because I'm unable to work at the moment, so wish me luck for that. And just know that your financial support means I can keep on buying cool stuff for my channel when needed, which is needed quite a lot. But if you can't or don't want to be a Patreon, just know that watching my videos is a massive support. Liking, commenting, all that kind of jazz is a huge support to me, and that is just, it's awesome. And I just appreciate all of you so much. I also appreciate all of you that come and watch my videos and leave nasty comments and downvote them, because all you are doing for me is helping me grow. So the joke's on you. So yeah, with that, I'm gonna run off, edit this video, put it up for Friday evening. So I'm gonna throw Friday's video onto Sunday. So if it doesn't make sense, then it's because it's just jiggling the days around. And yeah, I really hope I'll catch you on the flip side. Bye.